Have you ever felt like a person lost in the fast-moving current of life? Every day, you wake up to face countless responsibilities, financial pressures, and complex relationships. And sometimes, deep down, you wonder, can I find peace and joy amid all these challenges? This video is more than just sharing Buddhist teachings, it's a key to leading a positive, free, and fulfilling life. Together, we'll explore how to stay calm, even when it seems like everything is working against you. With each story and lesson I'm about to share, you'll begin to feel a shift in your mindset, a positive energy spreading within, empowering you to live stronger each day. Stay with me until the end, because there, I'll show you how to apply these principles to live a life that's not only rich in material wealth, but also abundant in spirit. This is a journey of transformation made just for you. 1. Maintaining a positive attitude, the power of the mind. In both Buddhist philosophy and Western thought, such as Stoicism and Ralph Waldo Emerson's positive thinking philosophy, the mind is seen as the source shaping our reality. These philosophies emphasize that how we experience life is not determined by external circumstances, but by how we choose to think and respond. By maintaining a positive attitude, we not only improve our mental health, but also create a positive ripple effect throughout our lives. A positive attitude helps transform challenges into opportunities, failures into lessons, and difficulties into motivation. The Western philosophy on positivity is clear in Stoicism, especially in the teachings of philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. They believe that while we cannot control what happens around us, we can control how we respond to it. Marcus Aurelius, in his book Meditations, states, "If you are pained by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." This shows that our mind is the most powerful tool we have to create happiness or suffering. Training the mind to remain positive means we learn to face difficulties with patience and confidence. Mindfulness in Buddhism, similar to the practice of focusing on the present moment, is an effective way to maintain a positive attitude. Our thoughts often drift to past regrets or future worries. Mindfulness helps remind us that much of our suffering is actually the product of distraction and mental tension. For example, imagine you're eating a delicious meal. If you're not focused on the flavors or the textures, but rather on work worries, you lose the joy of that moment. This simple illustration shows how mindfulness can bring more positivity into our lives. Focusing on the present not only reduces stress, but also creates mental space to embrace positivity and optimism. This idea aligns with both Western and Buddhist philosophies in helping us overcome anxieties, disappointments, and ultimately gain inner peace. Emerson, the famous American philosopher, once said, "You become what you think about," which closely resembles the Buddha's thoughts on the power of the mind. Emerson encouraged people to believe in themselves, pursue personal growth, and maintain a positive outlook to attract good things into their lives. In modern Western culture, we see the philosophy of positivity widely applied in personal development practices, positive psychology courses, and even in successful business guides. Many successful people advise that only by viewing challenges as opportunities can we achieve great things in life and work. A positive attitude also underlies the law of attraction, which suggests that positive thoughts attract good things, opportunities, and success. While this method may have its critics, it emphasizes that when we are full of hope and faith, we're more likely to find solutions to our problems. A real-life story involves a friend of mine who went through a challenging time with both work and personal life. Instead of accepting failure and living in fear, she decided to change her way of thinking. She practiced self-encouragement, envisioning herself as a better version of herself in the future. Every time she encountered failure, she reminded herself, "This is just a stepping stone to something better." Surprisingly, after a year of cultivating a positive attitude, she not only improved her work situation but also found more fulfillment in her personal life. Practicing positivity can be as simple as building small habits like journaling about positive moments each day or sharing happiness with others. Spending 5 minutes each morning thinking of 3 things you're grateful for not only helps generate positive emotions, but also sets a positive tone for the day. When you start your day with positive thoughts, it becomes easier to face any challenges in work and life. In conclusion, maintaining a positive attitude is not just a choice, it's a commitment to personal happiness and peace. Real strength doesn't lie in avoiding hardship, but in embracing and overcoming it with a positive spirit. The philosophies of Buddhism, Stoicism, and Western positive thinking all show us that, with an optimistic mindset and a heart full of hope, every challenge becomes a stepping stone, leading us closer to a more fulfilling life. 2. Gratitude. Appreciate the present to build a better future. In Western culture, gratitude is a familiar concept and a vital part of life. From Thanksgiving blessings to heartfelt thank you notes, gratitude reminds us to appreciate the present and recognize the good in life. However, with busy schedules and daily demands, many people forget the importance of gratitude, often focusing too much on what they lack rather than what they have. In Buddhism, gratitude is a cornerstone for a peaceful mind and a happy life. The Buddha taught that gratitude is not only about appreciating our possessions, but also about valuing the people around us, the environment, and even the challenges we encounter. Practicing gratitude can reshape how we see the world, encouraging us to focus on the positives and thus attract even more goodness. John, a successful businessman, once shared how he lost his peace of mind because he was too engrossed in his work. Despite his achievements, he felt drained and lacked joy, tangled up in financial goals and business contracts. To improve his outlook, John began practicing gratitude by listing the good things in his life each morning. At first, he noted basic things like health, family, and friends. But over time, he began to appreciate small blessings, like a sunrise on the beach, a simple family meal, or the relaxation from a cup of coffee. This shift helped him reconnect with joy and approach his career with a fresh, positive perspective. Practicing gratitude. Many people in Western culture are finding value in keeping a gratitude journal where they write down 3 things they're grateful for each day. These don't need to be grand accomplishments, they can be as simple as a sunny day, a supportive friend, or a peaceful moment. Maintaining a gratitude journal not only reduces stress, but also helps us recognize and savor the positive aspects of life. This practice creates a lasting source of motivation and inner peace, a state many people long for but rarely find. Applying gratitude daily. Try incorporating gratitude into your relationships and even at work. Sometimes, just saying thank you to a coworker or acknowledging someone's effort builds a positive, supportive environment. This approach not only makes you more appreciated by others, but also strengthens your confidence and compassion toward those around you. 3. Speaking kindly to yourself. Self-talk has gentle winds. People often talk about confidence and positivity, but many still struggle with self-criticism, usually due to social expectations and external pressures. While we encourage kindness, support, and empathy toward others, we tend to judge ourselves harshly. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-compassion, loving and forgiving oneself. This doesn't mean making excuses, but rather encouraging yourself and avoiding negative self-talk, so you can live more positively and constructively. A story. Sarah, a businesswoman in New York, was highly successful but found herself trapped in self-criticism after a major project failed. She told herself she was incompetent and that her work was worthless. She even stopped her usual activities, feeling undeserving. However, after learning about Buddhism and practicing self-compassion, Sarah began to see herself in a kinder light. She focused on learning from her mistakes instead of dwelling on them. Every day, she took a few minutes to tell herself, "I did my best," and gently reminded herself that things will get better. Over time, she regained confidence and embarked on new projects, now with a calmer, more focused mindset. Practicing self-compassion. For many in Western culture, practicing positive self-talk can be a challenge. Start by writing down your negative thoughts, and then try rephrasing them in a positive way. For example, if you're thinking, "I'm a failure," try rephrasing it as, "I learned something valuable from this experience." You can also try morning affirmations like, "I am strong and deserving of happiness." These statements can reshape how you view yourself, reducing unnecessary self-criticism. Applying it in daily life. Buddhism encourages self-compassion as a daily habit. In stressful situations, take a deep breath, remind yourself that everything will be okay, and acknowledge your strengths. This approach helps you manage societal pressures with ease and grow stronger, more resilient, and compassionate toward both yourself and others. 4. Maintaining good health, the body as a temple of the soul. In Western culture, physical health is highly valued, with many people spending hours at the gym, attending yoga classes, or following strict diets. But in Buddhism, health is not just about keeping fit, it's about nurturing both the body and mind. The body is seen as a temple of the soul, and taking care of it is a way to care for our spirit. The Buddha taught that when the body is healthy, the mind becomes clear, helping us find inner peace. Story from the West. David, a financial expert in Los Angeles, was so focused on work that he neglected his health. He stayed up late, often skipped meals, and pushed his body to the limit. Over time, he became exhausted and mentally drained. After exploring Buddhist principles, he began to see health in a more holistic way. David started dedicating time each day to exercise and meditation, finding that caring for his body not only improved his physical health but also eased his mind. His health gradually returned, and he felt less stressed and more balanced. Practicing holistic health. For people in Western culture, balancing physical and mental health can begin with small changes. Try spending 10 to 15 minutes each morning on gentle exercise or meditation to start your day calmly. Consider improving your diet by reducing fast food, drinking plenty of water, and adding more fruits and vegetables. These small steps can gradually make you feel lighter and more energetic, both physically and mentally. Applying it daily, remember that good health is the foundation of all success. When your body is strong, you have the energy to work effectively, handle challenges well, and reach your goals. Don't focus solely on one aspect of health. Instead, view health as a whole, from diet, exercise, and rest to mental well-being. 5. Trying new things, embracing change for growth. Life is an endless journey of change, and if we limit ourselves to familiar patterns, we may never discover our full potential. Challenging ourselves to try new things expands our vision and strengthens our ability to adapt and grow in a world that's constantly evolving. The truth is, many people feel anxious when facing something unfamiliar. Questions like, can I really do this? What if I fail? Or what will people think? Become invisible barriers. However, in Buddhist philosophy, opening our minds to new experiences is a key part of the path toward self-awareness and personal growth. This openness helps us move past fears and ultimately find joy in discovery and transformation. Real-life example: imagine you've been working in an office job for over a decade. Recently, however, you feel tired and uninspired, longing for something new, yet the thought of a career change feels risky, especially financially. I know a woman who was once in your position. After years of administrative work, she left her job to open an organic food store, a field she'd always been passionate about. Initially, she too was worried, but after the early struggles, she realized that everything she learned in her new journey made her life more meaningful and sustainable. She formed new relationships with like-minded people and found real joy in her work, in the process of embracing change. You don't have to make sweeping changes all at once. Start small, try a new hobby, learn a skill that interests you, or simply switch up how you tackle everyday tasks. Each small step builds confidence and mental flexibility. One benefit of this is that stepping out of your comfort zone helps you open up to new possibilities and become more prepared for challenges. Practice and develop your skills. To strengthen your adaptability, set aside time each week to try something different. It could be learning a language, exploring yoga, or participating in community activities. These experiences not only broaden your perspective, but also help you overcome self-limitations and make life richer and more fulfilling. Gradually, you'll find that all worries and doubts are temporary obstacles on the journey of self-discovery. Stepping outside your comfort zone may seem scary, but it's also a way to tap into your hidden potential. Life is about the journey, not the destination, and every step and new experience is a building block in shaping who you are. When you're willing to try new things, life becomes more colorful and meaningful. 6. Setting achievable goals, the middle path to success. When setting goals, many of us tend to swing between extremes, either setting goals too high, which can be discouraging if we can't reach them, or setting goals too low, lacking enough challenge for growth. Buddhist philosophy teaches us to follow the middle path, a balanced approach that avoids extremes but still encourages growth. This approach helps us maintain mental stability and stay motivated on our journey. Setting achievable goals is a key step on the road to success and happiness. Think of it as climbing a mountain. If you only focus on the summit without considering each small step, you may quickly feel exhausted and discouraged. Similarly, setting realistic, manageable goals allows us to enjoy the journey, progressing step by step, while also experiencing a sense of accomplishment. Real-life example: a friend of mine once had a big dream to start a tech startup. Instead of investing everything he had right from the beginning, he began with smaller steps, researching the market, taking business courses, building a network, and gradually developing his product. These smaller, realistic goals allowed him to get closer to his dream without feeling overwhelmed by risk or stress. Thanks to his patience and discipline, he successfully grew his company and achieved his larger goal in a sustainable way. How to practice this approach? Break down your big goals into smaller, manageable steps. Doing so not only makes them easier to achieve, but also gives you a sense of continuous progress. For instance, if your goal is to improve your finances, rather than aiming to save a large amount at once, start with weekly or monthly savings targets. When you achieve these smaller milestones, you'll feel more confident and motivated to keep moving toward your larger goals. In the process of setting goals, patience and discipline are essential. It's also important to avoid comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own journey and celebrate each small victory. Success is rarely the result of sudden leaps, it's the result of small, steady steps. Ultimately, the path to success isn't defined by grand achievements, but by how you embrace and enjoy each step along the way. By taking small, steady steps, you'll build a solid foundation, helping you reach your goals with a greater sense of happiness and fulfillment in life. 7. Doing things that make you happy. Finding joy in simple things. Daily life can be full of pressures and stress, but often, it's the small moments of joy that bring the most lasting happiness. Buddhist teachings remind us that happiness doesn't come from grand accomplishments we often dream about. It's found in appreciating simple, everyday moments. By making time for things that bring you joy, you create a source of positive energy, making you stronger and better equipped to face life's challenges. Real-life example: I have a friend who worked in a high-stress job for years, feeling like every day was an endless series of tasks, with almost no time for herself. Eventually, she decided to dedicate her weekends to activities she loved, such as painting, reading, and going for walks by the river. These regular breaks allowed her to relax and recharge, so when she returned to work, she was able to handle stress better and work more efficiently. Practice this approach. Make a list of activities that genuinely bring you happiness, from hobbies to simple pleasures, and try to do at least one of these each week. Not only will this reduce stress, but it will also help build a healthy routine that makes you feel happier and more confident. For example, you could meditate in a quiet morning, spend quality time with close friends, or simply enjoy your favorite meal. These moments aren't just leisurely, they're essential for nurturing a positive mindset and fostering a better sense of well-being. Happiness doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Sometimes, all it takes is slowing down to appreciate the small, wonderful things in life. When you take a walk in the park, notice the gentle breeze, the sound of birds, or the peacefulness of nature. These are the moments that nourish your spirit, help you escape from daily pressures, and bring a sense of calm. Doing things that make you happy isn't selfish, it's a way of caring for yourself and recharging. When you feel positive, those around you will also feel that energy, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Remember, true happiness isn't found in grand achievements, but in simple, fulfilling moments that touch the soul.